Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on Hypixel Skyblock. And today we are going to be talking about which minion will make you the most money. So minions are incredibly important for making money. And one of the most common minions you'll hear people recommend is the snow minion. Snow minions are great, they produce a decent stream of passive money, and they are just overall around good minions that you'll hear a lot of people recommend because they don't require that much effort to use, you don't have to collect them that often, they give you a ton of mining XP, and they still make decent amounts of money. But it is not the most efficient money-making setup for minions. In this video, I will be showing you guys exactly how to get the most efficient minion money-making setup with a simple tool that refreshes pretty consistently so you can always see what is a good minion to use. Because the problem with these minions is they're much more temporary, they will often come out of use. So example, one minion 1 week might make you a couple million coins a day, and then the next day make you basically nothing. Because they just come in and out of fashion. So if you're willing to check in on this a couple times a week, or a couple times a month, depending on how invested you are into Skyblock, and just make sure you're using a good minion setup, then this is probably the tool for you. But before we get into that, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I am trying to get to 7,000 subscribers, and every little bit helps, so please subscribe, and let's get back to the video. So, Hi Minions is the website. It gives you a big list of which minions are good. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is you can either use your profile or not. I actually prefer to not. You select the tier of minion you want to use. So whether you want to level it up to 11 or 12, or whether you just want to use, let's say, tier 7 minions, or even tier 1 minions. You can also pick how much fuel you want to use, so there are a lot of different fuel types, and you can see they all give different bonuses. For example, the enchanted lava bucket is infinite, 25%, or you could even be using something like the hyper catalyst, and that would be 400%. So let's say put that in there, you'd be making serious money, but you also have to factor in how much you're spending on hyper catalysts. So for now, let's just put 25% because that is what you get with the most permanent one, which is the enchanted lava bucket. And you can say calculation mode, new or old, and you can either calculate it with their new calculation mode or old calculation mode. The new calculation mode basically is better for active players because you can set how many days or hours you will be offline and how often you'll be able to come collect your minions, because that does make a difference for some minions. For example, lapis minions will make more if you come on and collect them before they turn into their enchanted block form, or old, which is just based on the exact profit. So I would recommend new, and then set it to however often you are willing to come collect it. And you can check has diamond spreading if you're going to use diamond spreading, and super compactor, you can pick normal compactor, super compactor, or dwarven super compactor. I would pick super compactor because dwarven super compactor can actually change some things, but you can always go back and choose either one you want. And they've also added the new soul flow engine, so if you want to add that, the soul flow engine is a minion upgrade that you get at Enderman Slayer level 5 that reduces the minion's output by 50%, but also generates soul flow items, which can actually make a ton of money, but you do have to be Enderman Slayer level 5, so it's not the most efficient. And it also increases the output of the Voidling minions by 3% per minion level, so that makes them even better. Unfortunately, to craft just one of these in the bazaar, it does cost 60 million coins, so you might not be doing this very quickly. And when you're done picking all that information, just click Apply. And with our apply, we'll now see this beautiful chart. And this is, if we're coming back every 1 day, we'll make 473k per day from the minion, 413k per day from the quartz minion, 217k from tarantula, and etc., all the way going down. And if you look, snow minion only makes 85,940 per day per minion, which is not as good as the boiling minion. But you have to take into account that these do cost more to craft, so, I mean, you gotta factor that in too. And once you get these up and running, they are very variable, so they could stop working. But what you can do is just store all of your minions in a chest. For example, you saw earlier that I keep some minions in this backpack just so that I can confirm which I want to use at the time based on prices. I don't have any of the boiling minions or any of those on that chart, but I will probably get on that soon if I can afford to put them down, and if I'm actually lazy and don't just not put them down because I don't feel like it. But you can make it for any amount of days. Let's say I was going to be on 30 days, then that might significantly change which minion I want to put down, because I don't know how the market's going to look, and that can mean that it might be more worth it for me to put snow minions down and get 1.73 million coins per minion for those 30 days. Let's say I have 30 minion slots. If I put down the 14 million coin Voidling minion for 30 days, I would literally make 420 million coins from 30 days with 30 tier 11 Voidling minions. But you probably don't have tier 11 Voidling minions, and if you do, the prices are probably going to change. So that is when you would use something like a snow minion if you're going to be gone for a long time. So I really hope this video can be helpful for you picking which minion you want to use and teaching you how to make a lot more profit with minions that you want to use. So thank you guys so much for watching. I have really enjoyed recording these videos, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.